Hey guys, this is part 2 of the Pokemon Special / Adventure review. Now here I want to talk a bit about the main characters. Specifically the 4 main characters that you might find surprising. I may not have to talk about Pika here. But Giovanni, Silver, and Mewtwo are the 3 characters who I'll be talking about in this video. The next video I would be talking a bit about Red, Pika, Yellow, and of course Blue. Blue, I think I forgot Green. Now on an interesting little side note, all the characters here are all really well developed. They took what had happened to them in previous arcs and just put it all in this one. They were beautiful, they were well done, very excellent. I gotta admit, I can't say enough good things about them. Okay, like I saw with Giovanni. Giovanni portrayal here is just great. Now he's the one character who I would say kind of stole the show for me. Now, as I said during the plot, his evil scheme is just to find his son. No, and that's the main thing. And that's not really evil, but yet it works here. No, and he's also kind of a redeeming villain. He was still so bad. He's just like the big bad guy, like we all expect him to be, but yet so compassionate. Towards his missing son. Now, I guess in here the drama in this, all I know is magnificent. Is beautiful, but so is his drama towards his own, for him finding his own son. Yet still, he didn't find his son till about close to the end, and which we all may know by now is Silver. But yet, it just so dramatic, so well played. Plus even his big rematch battle with Red at come on, it's you and me, Red. I have no title, no championship, so bring on, champ. Sorry, I don't exactly have that line in front of me right now. My applause to the writer here. Great job with the villain and the plot in this arc. It was just so magnificent. Very well executed. And I don't even know how else to start besides this guy being definitely the big bad guy and yet being a redeeming bad guy here all at once. Silver. Now I said in previous videos, Silver essentially is a classic emo, but not this one. This one he less as an emo and more like a little boy trying to find his home. That's actually the entire subplot. He went to Viridian City, because he was told or remembered that he was from Viridian, in order to find his roots. And he later met up with Yellow, and they later discovered that he had a connection with Giovanni. Now, they didn't exactly find out that Silver was the son of Giovanni till later on. But however, when they do find out, interesting thing about Silver Cat, this guy my father, it can't be, he was just denying it. No way, I can't wait. He just didn't like the fact that he was the son of this terrible, evil man. I'm not proud to be his son, but yet I'm son. It's just very emotional. And I don't like my father, but yet he's my father. It was just struggle with him. Green also gave him some coaching note that Green isn't proud to be the grandson of Professor Oakville, but he willing to admit and accept it. But it was very great constant struggle between him and I didn't expect it. Silver, you're a magnificent character in this art, though. It's very well done. Definitely it wasn't the way how you normally is, though. But again, I haven't read emerald yet though, so I look forward to seeing you or once you get back from being stoned later on. But yeah, really well done as a cute character. Then all the characters are all well executed here. Mewtwo have returned in this chapter. Now, Mewtwo is what you expect. A pretty much badass type character. Who won't join on the battle against Team Rocket. Now, Mewtwo really hates Giovanni. Mewtwo even tried to kill Giovanni once during this chapter. But yeah. Mewtwo, to have his telepathic ability, need to communicate with the other trainers. If you want, he said, I only communicate with those I trust. Since you were the one who captured me, Reno, and the other one from Green and Force. So, yes, Mewtwo was definitely best. Now, a very interesting side note about Mewtwo is Mewtwo cyber armor. The armor he had on doing the anime and Pokemon, the first movie, the beginning of Pokemon, the first movie, also was there as well. Now, okay, enough of that voice. Now, the cyber armor that he had on, he had on also Team Rocket master computer which they had during the headquarters. His job was to control Mewtwo, except I couldn't control his mind. So Mewtwo got the other trainers to attack the armor and to get up. Now, then of course at the big battle on the airship though, it's a little bit gory. I mean a little bit. After the entire book had a fair bit of gore. No, it is like it was just a big one-on-one battle between a rematch between Red and Giovanni, Mewtwo and Deoxys. Now, Deoxys though actually have multiple forms doing this art. Now, interesting side note. This might maybe a pretty big spoiler, but I figure the blood that again was bleeding during the first chapter apparently became a big plot point for this one. Exactly how? I'm not telling you, but I can tell you it is. Wow, red bleeding wasn't just there for the heck of it. Now, other characters. Now, the other characters do play a crucial role in the actual plot and story of this arc, though. Not as big as the previous, though, except for Professor Oak, though. Now, actually, speaking about Professor Oak, now, Team Rocket kidnapped him in order to create Pokédexes for them. And of course, Professor Oak put up a struggle. Team Rocket. Now, the members of Team Rocket also played a role in here as well. They were all interesting, a lot better than Jesse and James from the anime. However, one of the Team Rocket members was just pissed off at the fact that Giovanni's whole scheme is to find his son. He was not happy. The other two members of this trio were just fine with it. So, good job for them. Like I said before, the action-wise here is good though, and naturally, this one is actually the closest thing to actual gore since the Arbok got cut in half. Meaning, now, Aerodactyl Wings got punctured, and Mewtwo got punctured as well, right through, and so did Deoxys. Well, now, of course, a fair bit of blood, like you expect. Since I accidentally missed the blood and seeing Red get hurt. That was one thing I didn't realize I missed until I was reading this. The main character bleeding. Still. This is one of the books that if I ever find the volumes for this book in store, I will be buying it right then and there, because I just want to read this entire incredible chapter. Okay, I guess I have to talk a bit more about the main characters here. No, well, see you guys in part 3. And yes, I'm really planning to make this entire review 3 parts because it's bloody worth it.